What's going on, Miami Hurricanes fans? It's the Six Rings Cane Show, getting ready for Friday night action with North Carolina State. Got a lot to report. It's been a little bit wild this afternoon leading up to the game with a lot of players all of a sudden going to miss action. I'm going to start with Paul Austria and give us an update on who's going to be out tonight for the game versus NC State, which kicks off in a little under a half hour.
Hey guys, it's a long list. Let's start from the big name, Brevin Jordan. Team said that he was, well, at least I think Monday, Diaz said that he was healthy. So we're going to assume that this is more of a COVID-related issue, maybe contact tracing, things of that nature. So we have Brevin's out. Also, John Campbell, he's been kind of on and off with playing time at left tackle. I think he was a starter for a few games. He's out. Dominic Memorelli, freshman tight end. He doesn't play much, but he's going to be out. And also the big, I think another big story about this is that there's the three of the four freshman receivers on the team are going to be out. At least the true freshman receivers. So Michael Redding out. Xavier Shrepo out again for the second straight game. Keyshawn Smith is going to be out as well. And top of that, also Tyler Van Dyke is out. And then two offensive linemen. Usman Traore, I think that's how his name is pronounced. He's been kind of on and off at left guard. He's also out, and then I don't know if Isaiah Walker has been cleared to play or not in terms of health or even eligibility. You know, he's out as well, and then also I left out. Oh, Corey Flack also will be out. And start off, Larry. What do you think about the losses this game, and how do you think Miami should, I guess, prep for these losses?
Yeah, it's going to be a depth issue, obviously, now. I mean, whether it's frontline depth or not, you got guys who are trying to, jump into the receiver position, and now they're on the unable to perform list for tonight. They don't call it a COVID list, do they? What are they? It's just not play. They're not playing list.
Yeah, essentially. But they kept it under wraps too. They don't say much about it.
No, but the NFL, you got to kind of release this a day in advance, don't you, or something like that? Yeah. So colleges, there's Jaster right there. He's in there.
What's up,
there
guy?
He is.
7:02, by the way.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, listen, the traffic from Aventura to my house in Coral Gables is not a joke.
You said 7:03, so you're a minute early.
Yeah, you lied about what time you were coming in. 7:03 and 7:02.
That's good, man. I like to what is it? Overperform and what is it? Over deliver and under whatever it is. Who gives a crap?
Paul just gave us a rundown of all the guys that aren't playing tonight. Pretty extensive list.
I know. Tell me about it. Jesus, it's terrible.
So, guys, have you seen the list?
Are we live, by the way? Are we live?
We are live.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, that's a pretty big list, right? Obviously, the biggest one is Brevin Jordan. We were talking about him last night with Marsh, how we thought he was going to come in and give us a little boost on offense. So that's a big blow. And I mean, I was looking forward to seeing some of the young guys, especially Keyshawn Smith, who's another one we mentioned. So that kind of stinks.
Mm-hmm. Keyshawn Smith.
What are you gonna do?
Writing
right, yeah. I mean, some of the offensive linemen too. John Campbell, look, Blue. I mean, Jalen Rivers, right? Opportunity for Jalen Rivers to get some burn tonight, don't you think?
Huge advantage, and a lot of these kids are going to get some extra playing time where they probably would have waited till either a blowout or maybe not at all. So, yeah, I like it. I like the fact that the young kids are going to step up. I don't like it that it's on the road and it's against a team that. This team reminds me so much of Louisville. I'm watching their game film from an offensive standpoint and a defensive standpoint. They can't stop anybody, North Carolina State, but sometimes it's tough for people to stop them. So it's tough to get a good read on it. They got, they don't have sensational football players, but they got kids. I mean, they've just the fact that they've got like 6, 7, or 8 Floridians on the team, and they always infuse the talent level. But yeah, this is I'd like to say that it's that's okay, but being on the road, you want to come in there at least almost full strength, and Miami hasn't been that in a few weeks, right? Now with all this COVID stuff, we went all through the off season, and everybody, Miami is proclaimed the cleanest team in the world. And now when we need them, they're not so clean.
Not anymore. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I think that it was going to happen eventually, I guess, right?
Sure.
It's just tough. I mean, this whole year has been so crazy. It's been such a tough thing. And you know what? I'm kind of taking a step back and thinking to myself, hey, listen, I mean, we're 5-1 with all of this madness going on.
Yeah,
I know we're struggling in some games, but really think about where. I mean, me as an older guy now too. You know what I mean? Like not playing even in collegiate sports anymore. My mindset. If I take myself back to my college playing days, my mindset, if something like this was going on, I may not be all in, right? I may not be all together up here.
Yeah.
Thinking that, I've got family at home that could get sick. Myself could get sick. What if I get sick because I'm around other people that aren't taking care of themselves, especially young people? And then I got a grandmother at home or an older mother, whatever the case is, right?
Right.
Like once I think about all those things, then I start to put things into perspective and say, okay, listen, for a team, for us to be 5-1 right now, even if it's against, people that may be, teams that may not be as good, it doesn't really matter because at this point right now, everybody's dealing with this. And for us to be 5-1 is actually a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
Agreed. Amidst of all the criticism that even we are guilty of,
absolutely.
Like they still find a way to win games. And like Jazz has said many times, a win's a win. And you just got to take it game by game. I think although one question popped up on Twitter that I was really intrigued about, and we'll probably talk about this next week, is because Brevin's missed so many games, do you think that
he'll
may
come back
next season? Yeah, it's a very valid question that, because I know he's thought of as a possible first round pick, but I feel like teams would definitely want to get more game tape on him, and they just want to see if he can stay healthy as well as just stay healthy for a full season.
If I'm Brevin Jordan, I'm coming back.
Yeah, well,
right.
I think if you're Brevin Jordan's family, you want him to go to.
Yeah,
what's gonna happen is he's gonna listen. Like I'm sure they have people that are gonna advise him, and they'll take a poll of obviously where he's gonna go. Yeah. And if Cleveland said, hey, we need an H-back really bad, and this kid's gonna be a lower first round, early second round if he has a good combine or a good workout, then he'll come back. I mean, then he'll go. But if he gets a low draft grade because of what you guys said, because of not enough playing time last year, he was, not targeted all the time. So I think it all depends what his draft grade comes back. But I think if it's in the first, second round, he's gone.
Well, here's the issue also, right? And going back for the team now, you're low on tight ends, so your sets are going to be different, right? You're not going to be able to run double tight end sets with one running back as much. I know Larry Hodges is still playing, who's a pretty good football player, right? We saw some influences last year. And
you got Mammarelli, and you got what's his name in the 21 class from Texas, who's really, really good. So
Mammarelli's out tonight, also. He's another one.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, moving forward.
Oh, sure.
To next year. So I mean, if they do lose him, which is pretty much, I would think, it depends, like I said, but I would think that he wouldn't. It's just like somebody asked me the other day about De'Aaron King. If you were him, I mean, because he's nowhere. I mean, even though they compare him to the Russell Wilsons and to Kyler Murray, he's nowhere in there. Really, he's not.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, you look at the kid that Miami Dolphins drafted in the 7th round out of Navy. Now, he was an amazing quarterback at Naval Academy. So I'm just saying, So if I'm De'Aaron King, I may entertain coming back next year. Because all he can do is get bigger, stronger, get under the tutelage of Lashley one more year, and then he may, because if he's not a draftable kid, I don't know if he is. I don't know what he runs. I don't know, what function he's going to be, because obviously, not a lot of teams, subscribe to the run pass type of thing. You have very few of those, more of the Jared Goff looking type of quarterback. So I'm just saying, would it behoove? I know it would. I know from Brevin Jordan's standpoint, I think it would be a no-brainer because he can make NFL money. I know you say injury, but you know what? If he's going to be injured, he's going to be injured. I mean, he'll be injured next year too, even if he comes back. He's just prone to injury, and I'm just saying a guy like that. But then that's why you recruit, and that's why you have the arsenal that they had, and they were so high on Mammarelli, and they've been high on. I mean, they still have who I call a Cadillac that sits in the garage and that's they never throw to Will Mallory except for here, take this one that's going to be called back. And then, I mean, he showcased. I'll tell you what, he may get a freaking look in the NFL. Well, obviously, will because of his size, but he'll get a high look just on the balls that are taken. He's had 3 touchdowns, I think, over the last 2 years called back because of some penalty.
He's so big. I mean, he's a big.
And he's fast. He's potentially another Gronk.
Yeah. That's exactly. He's got that body, right? He's got that.
Yeah. And you get him really serious in the weight room over the next couple of years, he's gonna be a monster. He's just. I mean, he outruns people. Yeah, he has a chance to be one of these long-standing tight ends in the NFL.
It's just a shame we weren't able to see them both on the field more. What
about Chantrell Henderson? It was the same thing with him. We never really got to look at him at offensive line all that much, and when we did, he's always holding. Then he becomes like the next second coming in the NFL. I mean, you never know. You never know who you could hit on.
Well, I mean, look, and now you've got Elijah Arroyo coming in next year, right?
Yeah.
And the other kid, there was another tight end that they picked up also, I think, who's a stud also. Khalil Brantley. There you go, Khalil.
Yes,
Brantley.
Khalil. Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Khalil's going to be.
We got to see him last night. Blue, what'd you think about him?
Yeah, Khalil could be another. Well, he didn't play a whole lot. All he did was punt last night because I think he had something wrong with his. Something wrong with his arm or something. He just didn't want to. I mean, they have so many other weapons, but I'll tell you what, he's like the 4th straight year that you got a stud, different player like that punts. Last year, the kid who was a defensive tackle from Booker T, who's at IMG right now. I can't think of the kid's name. Huntley. Oh, no. He led Florida in punting last year with a 47.5 point. Yeah. The kid over at that used to go to Southridge. It's at UCF. Same thing, wide receiver, and the kid led South Florida in punting with a 42.5 average. And Brandon Ennis is a great punter. He's a kid, but yeah, no. To answer your question, Timmy Burns came up with a nice pick last night in the end zone. He played really well. Cameron Kinchins made up for what he didn't do against IMG, and unfortunately, the nation saw that, but he just couldn't cover. He's getting crushed in coverage last week, but they got him to not really be the coverage guy. They got him to lay the licks on your ass, he's going
to play down in the box a lot, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. But he had a really nice game last night. Miami's got some kids coming over. I mean, obviously, I don't even have to tell you about Leonard Taylor. That they just might as well just advance him to his junior year in college and get him out of everybody's hair, because that kid is, as he gets bigger and stronger, he's going to dominate. And he and Nesta Silvera, they'll plug him in next year right alongside Nesta Silvera. Make sure no one gets that running game going.
I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in and starts next year. He's so quick.
No doubt.
Quick. I mean, listen, Romello Brinson looked like he was eating up Jason Marshall a lot.
Oh, yeah. Well, Romello's a different – and then you add – what's his name? The wide receiver from
Smith.
Yeah, who I love. Gamer all the way. And, you got somebody really special coming with that. Miami's class is very good. It's just the only thing that bothers me is that – and I said this every week, and I'll maintain it – there's no easy games. I mean, tonight's not going to be an easy game. You're on the road. This is a team that has a habit of picking people off, like FSU, and so you got to be. And that's why I'm saying Virginia Tech, no picnic. There's really no, even Georgia Tech, who beat you at home last year. So to me, there's no gimmies, and that's why it's good, because Miami has to get up. I just want to see them win tonight for the reason is that they just do not do well off of these bye weeks.
Wow.
And they gotta squelch that quick. But I just think we were talking before, Jazz. I think that they got to run the ball. I mean, they've got to run the ball to the point. I mean, this 47 yards a game is not going to cut it.
No.
You're putting enormous pressure on De'Ara King then, because he's got to go all over the darn field to try to create things. No, they got to let Cam do it. He's the most advanced guy. Let him do what he did earlier in the year. Come out of the backfield with the ball, do something. Get his hands on the ball, and he's a beast to bring down.
Listen, I maintain that Danny Gillette's best and hottest take on this show has been to get the running backs involved in the passing game. That's how you're going to get them maybe to kind of open up, spread the field a little bit, and the linebackers, because they got 3 good linebackers, right? I mean, Peyton, Drake Thomas, and the other kid, Isaiah Moore, I think his name is.
Yeah, Isaiah Moore, yeah. 3
good linebackers. Jock was mentioning that, they gave up 300 yards rushing to Virginia Tech and to North Carolina. I don't know. Listen, I love our running backs. I don't know if we have the offensive line or even the experience at running backs like North Carolina and Virginia Tech. So we're going to have to kind of show up today with all 3 of those guys. The offensive line is going to be shorthanded without Campbell and without Troy, even though he's a backup. You got to show up tonight and run the football. Absolutely, 100%. I'm with you. And like you said, Blue, whether it's King, whether it's the running backs, figure it out, man. Figure it out. Be more multiple. You can't be so. What's the word I'm looking for? It's the same play over and over, right? You got to be different. Stagnant. Yeah, you got to come up with different plays. You have to be more multiple in order for it to be successful. So
I agree with you. And Danny, go ahead. You want to say?
Multiple is a word that Danny knows through and often.
I'll be interested to see what King does tonight in terms of his decision making, because the line has had trouble the past couple of weeks, and if he spends his time looking for receivers, the defensive line of North Carolina State will get there. Now it's going to be a challenge because some of the guys that we thought might be able to step up are out tonight. But I really want to see if King can make his decision. Okay, can I throw the ball or will I tuck and run? Now, on that point, I want to see if King can tuck and run, because this is something we've been talking about for the past couple of shows. Is he just not deciding to tuck and run, or is he trying to, formulate his game to look good for the NFL? So I'll be interested to see if he can make quick decisions, and also if he is going to run the ball, because those 2 things could be huge tonight, especially with the running game not performing as well and some depth wide receivers out.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest thing, right? Is the wide receivers stepping up tonight too, with so many out. You're going to have another big game from Mike Harley, from Mark Pope, D. Wiggins, Jeremiah Payton. Who else? Who else is left? Marshall Few and Daz Worsham. That's it, right? That's all we got.
Yeah, that's it.
And I mean, we haven't seen Daz Worsham play at all, and Marshall Few play very little. So it's going to be on the older guys. It's going to be on the
3 guys that we talk about the most.
Top 3 guys. Yeah, the top 3 guys that we talk about being a disappointment the most are. I mean, we got no choice. We got to roll.
Are going to be the leaders tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Blue, I gotta mention something that's totally not football related, and this shout out goes to Danny Gillette again. Welcome back, Alex Cora, baby. Welcome.
Oh wow, look at that, huh?
Yeah. How much does everybody hate that move? Anyways, I had to throw that in there, and
Yeah, and Boston. Hey, yeah, if Boston had the beans in the first place, they would have not let him go.
Yeah, right.
I agree. But they don't. But that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
We'll tackle that one later. You see what I did there? We'll tackle that one later.
Yeah, we saw that.
Excellent segue.
What else are we gonna do, man? We got 10 minutes before game time. God, man, I can't believe these 11 guys are out. I keep wanting to see Corey Flagg play more, and he's out again.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah.
That's a kid. Blue, he's going to start next year, right? Corey Flagg.
Oh yeah. He's going to be right there in that mix. That's a position that they went from like gold last year into, right now Steed can't stay healthy, and when he's on the field, he started to make plays.
Yeah,
he's a playmaker. But I think their front seven's much improved. Their defensive backs sometimes kind of bother me, and they, are we going to see should they just kick what's his name out before the game starts or what?
Carter
This week.
I mean, he's out this game, so
he's
Carter.
He's out this game. He's out this game.
He kicked himself out.
He's actually out this game. He's not playing tonight.
Oh, he's not. Oh,
no,
okay.
because I guess it's because of the 3 targeting calls.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I read. We had Marshawn last night from State of the U, and they wrote an article yesterday talking about how Amari Carter was going to sit this one out because of the targeting calls. I don't know if it's an NCAA thing or if it's a team thing, but apparently he's not going to play. We'll see.
Okay.
If his or not. I mean, there was a lot of rumors. There was a lot of rumors swirling about last night that nobody saw De'Aaron King get off the bus at the hotel. Yeah,
they posted a picture. Yeah, they posted the picture. Like they knew they heard people that were saying or starting that stuff.
Right.
Wow, that was some rumors there, huh?
Yeah.
No kidding, man.
Like were you there? Were you there when they landed on the plane? Like, were you really intently watching? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who does that? And if you
anything for clicks.
If you did do that,
exactly.
Look, if you did do that and you're watching our show now, you got to find something else to do, my man. Or you got to, come on,
too much time on your hands.
Way too
much time.
Find something productive.
Yeah,
Don't start fake rumors, please.
Go help count ballots. Do something better.
Go to Nevada. Go count ballots over there. Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
Over there, they need a lot of help.
They're using an abacus to do it.
Unbelievable. And Manny's in DC tonight, so we're wishing him well in DC that he doesn't get caught up and maybe get hit with a 4x4 or something in the head.
Oh yeah, wow.
Protesters. He said he was gonna go see Vishnu, and Vishnu said, "I'm not leaving my house. Are you crazy?"
Vishnu looks very cozy in his house. I don't know why. Like when he goes live, he looks very comfortable about a little setup of his. So I don't blame him at all.
He's got a nice setup. Yeah, he's got a really nice setup.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Paul, you were gonna say something. My bad, I cut you off.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say that at least for the guys that aren't available for tonight, at least it's only just Corey Flagg and that's it. It's only one guy missing, so the bulk of the defense will be there. Phillips, Roche. I mean, the Carter thing I remember hearing about. I'm trying to look and confirm that stuff because they usually don't eject or they don't. Is it?
Yeah, they didn't make a big deal about it. Like nobody really spoke about it, so maybe
nobody. Yeah.
Maybe it's just maybe it's something that they know that we don't. What's up, Anthony Palacio? It's my cousin. That's my cousin watching us right now. Big shout out to Dutch Valley Farms. Big shout out to them.
Nice.
I don't know.
Just Palacio sounds like a baseball name.
Yeah, and tell him that, and he'll like that one. I don't know how good he was at baseball, but he's a hell of an accountant, that's for sure.
There you go.
If anybody has a business that needs their taxes done, or if you want to go listen next time, Paul, next time you're in Oregon, were you able to check out Dutch Valley Farms in Oregon?
I think I only went to one dispensary, but I didn't check out I didn't have time. I'll definitely put that on my to-do list for next time. I'll definitely be back. So
no, I'm definitely gonna get over to Oregon with them and hang out over there. They've got a beautiful setup, and I hear Portland and all that area is beautiful as well. So
fall colors galore right now. The fall colors are so beautiful. Like it's
What part of Oregon? What part of Oregon? Oh, Portland. Okay.
Yeah, so they're up in the mountains a little bit by Mount Hood, Estacada, and all that area.
Oh wow, that's nice country.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's absolutely
very nice.
Have you been up there, Blue? You've been up there?
Yeah, I have. Yes, I have. Yeah.
I haven't.
Very nice country.
I'm looking forward to going up there. I haven't been there. I've been to the West Coast, but to San Diego and Seattle, but never to
different area. That and Washington State are two really nice It rains a lot, but it
Sure.
rains everywhere.
Yeah,
Rains
well,
here in the summer.
What the hell? It's raining right now.
Yeah.
Here.
Now.
Yeah, it is.
So,
It rains everywhere. It rains over there. Yeah, it's freaking raining right
Next
now.
couple of days will be pretty rainy too, I'm sure.
With
yeah.
this damn storm that's supposed to come through. This
Yeah,
is what
We're
we
not worried. We're not even worried about that. That's the crazy part. We're not even. There's an oncoming storm.
They're
and we
worried
don't
about the
even-
election. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I'm
Yeah.
watching every channel, and they're
Yep.
taking people right to where they're counting, and there's wait a minute, I lost count. Let me do it again.
Yeah.
unbelievable.
The only hurricanes we're about right now are the ones playing tonight.
That's
Yes.
all we're worried about.
That's the only one on our mind right now.
Although I
Yeah.
did like I did like the turn that this show took, this pregame show. We kind of got away from it, which is good. This is what we're about, though, man. We're not your hoity-toity pregame show, man. We talk about everything here.
Yeah,
You know?
We're real people.
no doubt.
We just keep it real.
real
You know,
Yeah.
we're multi-talented.
lives.
Yeah, we're exactly.
We have
Right.
like
Wearing black.
Estacada, yeah, I mentioned it. Estacada.
Did you tell NC State's wearing all black, Miami's wearing all white?
I know.
Oh yeah, they're breaking up the stormtroopers for tonight.
Those look nice. Those look real
Yeah.
nice. The storm.
And you realize this, I think if tomorrow, if Notre Dame wins, beats Clemson, then Miami can't get into the ACC title game. How does that work?
It's complicated now. I think if there's like
Because-
a bunch of one-loss teams, it's super complicated.
But I was
Wait a
told
minute.
yesterday that if Notre Dame wins the game, then Miami's really got no path, as they would say.
Notre Dame is on our side, right? Of because they split it in half.
Yeah,
They
I
don't play
believe
Notre Dame,
so.
so they can't win a tiebreaker either.
Right.
Because we're not
So-
playing
Yeah.
each other. And listen, hey, they got
Go Clemson!
Yeah, go Clemson.
There it is. Dave was waiting to use that one. Dave was waiting to use it, man. He was waiting to use it. Here's the thing, though. Unfortunately, Notre Dame's got a shot, right?
Yeah, they got a big shot.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Trevor Lawrence is going to be out with he's got COVID. So
That
DJ
backup is pretty good, though. Their backup is pretty good.
Let me hear you say his name.
That's why I
Uangalele.
just said the backup. That's why I just said the
Yeah.
backup. I wasn't even gonna try.
DJ Uangalele.
There you go, Ayugalele.
Yeah, ukulele. That's what I call him.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah,
He's gonna be a
He is-
stud soon.
gotta rock.
Yeah,
He's
yes,
huge.
he is. Did you
He's
see
huge.
when he
He's
played
6'5",
Miami? He was
240.
like, he's 6'5", 250.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll run. And he's got a
Oh,
rock.
man.
He's got a
He's been
rocket.
that size since high school too. Since as a high school senior, he's been that
What?
size.
Did you guys ever see QB1?
Yeah, yeah.
He's on that show. He's on that.
Yeah, he was on that. So was Spencer Rattler, too.
So was Tate Martell and Justin.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Hey, Martell, boo.
Sam Hartman was on that show too, the starting quarterback over at Wake Forest.
Yes.
He was on that show too. So I mean, hey, listen, they get some pretty good studs.
Yeah.
Tate Martell, Jesus, whatever.
Damn, that all hit a nerve for all of us. Oh, man.
Prediction time.
Yeah, let's do prediction time. Apparently, the game's gonna start in about 3 minutes. So, go ahead, Danny. Start off.
30-17 Miami. It's a little bit of a more of a spread than what I said last night, but since NC State is not going to have their starter, I believe it definitely changes things.
Gotcha.
I
Go ahead,
will say. For some reason, I feel like, man. So, Manny's 0-4 after bye week. He still hasn't won a game post bye week as a head coach. I think he squeaks one out. I think he squeaks another one out. I'm gonna say 24-20 Miami.
24-20. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go with I wanted to talk about this yesterday, but I'll keep it short. My keys to the game is get the running game going. Now that we know that there's so many guys that are going to be out, including Brevin Jordan, I think it's going to be important for the older guys on the outside. Mike Harley again to come up big. Mark Pope, D. Wiggins, just the offense as a whole to get it going. Score quick, score often, put a lot of points on the board. Miami 37-20. I'm not going to go with 40 points anymore because every time I say they're going to score 40, they don't. They don't even get close. So I'm going to go under. I'm going to go 37-20 Miami.
That's a good pick. I'm doing the game, so I can't make the predictions. I'll tell you what. I think that Miami comes out and I think they defy everything that's been in the past. I think they come out and fire on all cylinders and win this game 34-20.
There we go, baby. There we go. Thank you, guys. Hopefully, we'll be back on post-game show. And anybody wants to join, please feel free. We might even bring Anthony on to be our celebrity guest.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Blue, thank you, man. Always great to have you on. And,
all right, guys. Thanks.
Looking forward to the game. Go Canes.
Yep. Enjoy it.
Canes.
All right.
That's
See you
good.
later. Bye. Oh.